Welcome to That Show with Matt Giles. I'm your host, Wylaford B. Hayes. Today, I went on the road. I took it out back. Seemed like the thing to do. It's supposed to be a nice day here in Seattle. Rumors of maybe 80 degrees. Yeah. Hey, today, as always, I'm joined by my friends Joel Wilmot and Mason Reed. If you like that show, click that follow button. If you're on mobile, it's a heart. Click the heart button. We're adding followers every day, and it's great to see everybody watching. So check it out. Click follow. You'll hear when we go live, and you'll watch great shows. Great shows like this one, which is That Show with Matt Giles, hosted by me, Wylaford B. Hayes, including Joel Wilmot and Mason Reed. I love how ridiculously long that can get. Second show, we got Tim's Tavern Live. We got one of those today at 4 p.m. Pacific. So 3 hours from now, we're going to have Nomi of Tigers in the Tank, Tim Porbay, and Shayna Shepherd, Bear Axe. That should be a good lineup. I'm looking forward to it. You can check that out here, Freak Lodge Studios, Twitch TV, or you can check it out at Tim's Facebook page live. It's good stuff. Also on Tuesdays, we've got This Is Mason. He recreated his old Ustream hit show and takes callers, and we're working on maybe getting some live people video-wise too. But that's Tuesdays at 7 p.m. We'll check in with Mason, make sure we're still doing it next week. All right. I think that's it. Let's bring on Joel and Mason. Hey, guys. What's up?
Well, hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going well. I haven't seen you in a while, Joel. What did you do this week?
Not a lot. I demoed my bathroom the rest of the way, or mostly the rest of the way. I'm leaving the toilet and the shower intact until I am ready to hire somebody to take it all to the dump. But yeah, it's been in half disrepair for 2 years.
Nice.
Something like that. It's like no sink. I took the sink out a long time ago and then just use the other bathroom. But so yeah, a lot of drywall came out, and then I'm gonna have more work to do soon.
Are you just stirring those wind chimes, or is that all natural wind?
No, the wind just picked up. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's like great.
Right on,
great.
Right on cue. But the yeah, did a whole lot of nothing. A lot of cooking, a lot of dishes, as usual. That's my my quarantine life is dishes. Although I've gotten my ordering down, so I haven't actually left the compound for 4 weeks. I think. Ooh. 3 weeks.
Wow.
Weeks. Well, that's not true. I drove Lucy to pick up yarn. But neither one of us got out of the car.
Nice.
They came out and put the yarn in the trunk, and then we drove away. So
that's something.
There was one excursion. Yeah. So it was all contactless.
Yeah, I did the 31 days, and that's it. Now I like once a week I take a drive at least. I just need to get out of the area. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to drive somewhere. Just go to the beach or something, but sit down away from people.
Yeah, beaches would be nice.
I heard that trails are getting open today.
Yeah, Colleen went for a hike.
We're gonna start hiking.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna hike, Mason?
Where do you guys go? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. My sister says she wants to do 3 hikes a week, so we're gonna try to do it.
Wow, that's great. Yeah. I got to.
We're gonna try to pick one.
Solid plan.
Yeah, try to pick hikes that don't have a lot of people around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hard because they're not all open yet. So the ones that are open are usually popular ones.
Right.
Colleen did Poo Poo Mountain this morning. And
really?
Yeah, that was pretty good. She went up the backside, and then took another route down that was also somewhat secluded. And she was early and didn't run into too many people until the last half hour. It was just starting to get real full.
Where does she start from the backside? Is that
you'd have to ask her the specifics? I don't know.
Because I know the 2 trailheads on my side. There's the one by the high school, and there's the one by the landing zone for the paragliders.
Yeah, I don't know. She came down a side one that then links up right by the high school. And that's where it was busy,
Yeah.
was by the high school. But
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's like everybody's favorite parking spot.
yeah.
Um,
Plus, I think up by you, Mason, Highway 2 is still closed, right? So you can't get as far or all the way down.
It's closed?
Well, they close it every winter.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's open now.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember which one's Highway 2.
So
I can hear the wind chime.
I know.
Is it annoying? I can take it down.
I mean,
I didn't get the email today or the memo that we were all supposed to be sitting outside.
You lie.
Was there there was no text or anything about sitting outside.
I sent a text to both of you, and you're the only one that commented on it.
No, the text just said, "I'm going on the road."
Well, yeah.
And I thought, well, maybe he's going to interview somebody or something, or I didn't realize that we were all going to sit outside in our yard.
I didn't either. We didn't really make it a thing. I was just letting you know I was going to do it. This is my backyard. So
Well, I feel left out.
like
So.
my chickens, you can see the chicken cage right there. And then some
Is that a
rhododendrons.
Volkswagen hanging up above you?
Yeah, the birdhouse. Yeah.
Do birds
Oh,
go
that's
in
a
that
birdhouse.
The other day, a bird was looking at going in it. Speaking of chickens and birds, but
Yeah, Chicken Kim.
I think it moves too much, the birdhouse. So no bird has ever lived in it.
Mm.
Man, that chicken cam
Yeah,
is
we don't
clucking
have,
awesome.
Oh, dad jokes from the
That
non-dad.
was
I love
great.
it. Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah, tell
Mason,
me
I've
if
been
that
busy
pisses
with
you off, I'll
Tim's.
take it down.
That
Yeah.
show is taking off, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we get some viewers here, but that one we get like 1,000 viewers, 2,000 viewers sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been going good. I'm looking forward to keeping it up. Today's show is going to be really good. Shayna's
Yeah.
awesome.
I haven't heard Shayna play, but I hear a lot about Barax.
Oh yeah.
I've seen Nomi before. She's good. She's up on the YouTube. If you want to check out all the archives of Tim's, go to Tim's Tavern Seattle on YouTube. They're all up there.
Yeah, you'd been doing a hell of a job getting all those videos up there.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm getting better every time too, so that's helpful. Yeah. Great. Well, I think I'm gonna take a minute and introduce our guest, and then bring them on. So see you guys in a minute.
Okay, cool.
All right. So a lot of people know that I have a bit of a crush on this guy. He is super talented and super awesome and such a nice guy. He writes musicals and songs and is a great performer and just great human being. I'll tell you one thing. The thing I like most is that I believe he and I grew up in different sort of circumstances or different life experiences, but the songs and the stories that he writes connect to me on a personal level, and that's just amazing that they can be different lives but similar themes and similar cares, and I just feel a connection with all of humankind every time I listen to his stuff. So I'd like to introduce Justin Huetras. He is a singer, songwriter. He has written shows Lydia and the Troll and The Lizard Boy, and he's an overall great guy. So let's check in with him. Justin, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, that was a beautiful introduction. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean it, man. I think you knew that I had I'm a big fan already, but I was thinking about it this morning, and it's true. I really connect to a lot of your work, and I just think that speaks a lot to you and your voice and how you're able to connect people. So,
thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do memes.
No.
Memes.
No.
Do you want to look at memes with us, Justin?
Yes.
Oh.
Why?
I'll run the meme review. Hold on.
Yeah.
Memes are coming up, everybody. It's time for meme review. Man, did I do this right? There we go. Oh, hold on. I gotta bring Justin back. Anyway, here are memes. I'll figure out how to do a picture-in-picture with
You can take us off it. You
everybody.
can take us off it.
Yeah, I will. I just gotta find the
There
right
you go.
button.
The murder
There we go.
hornets.
That's what?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is just like the Redcoats and I guess the American Revolution. Get inside your house. No. Release the murder hornets. The what? We have murder hornets in Washington now. I think they're further north, sort of in Blaine and Bellingham. But these things actually, when they sting people, can like hurt or kill, and they kill off other bees.
Yeah, but Kate Olsen posted a great little GIF today of a mantis versus a murder hornet.
Oh, I saw that.
It was, yeah, no contest. Murder hornet goes down. So
Oof.
bring on the mantis.
Yeah, I want to stay away from both, maybe. I guess mantises don't hurt me, but yeah.
I like mantises. They're cool.
Justin, are you a Trekkie?
I love that one.
I'm not a Trekkie, but I'm enough of a fan that I understand this.
Yeah, the first wave of people going back to social gatherings. Red shirts.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I like that one. Oh, this one I got to take us out. Hold on. It's a RoboCop. Welcome to Costco. Please put on your face mask. You have 10 seconds to comply.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a great one.
This is kind of a fun one. Greatest troll in lockdown history. So it looks like there's a guy fishing in the upper corner, and then you see some cops notice him, and then the cops come over to tell him he's got to get off the beach because we're on lockdown, and it's just a scarecrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was cute.
That's
I like how
amazing.
close three cops are. The three cops standing together
I know.
to go.
They're not
past the
socially
guy by
distancing.
himself.
Yeah, I'm curious where this was.
That's awesome.
All right, the last one is really just to show off how much I love Lizard Boy, the musical. The set designer for Lizard Boy was leaving the rep, and I sort of orchestrated a going away present. And I think Justin has seen these, but
Yes.
the Lizard Boy shoes,
Nice.
I think are super fun.
Those
So
are awesome.
amazing.
Those are cool, man.
Yeah, they're great. Ruth Gilmore actually hand painted them from the rep. And then the Harlequin style you can order kind of custom from Vans.
Cool. Yesterday was Ruth Gilmore's birthday.
That's true. It was.
Oh.
I wished her a happy birthday.
I did it today. Oops.
Nice. Well, thanks for doing memes with it, Justin. I forgot about that part.
That was great. That was
Nice.
great. I love memes.
I like them. I find that 80% of the ones I see nowadays are mean, and I try to like not do mean ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you been up to, Justin?
A venting world right now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What am I up to? I'm staying inside, and doing my civic duty, and doing my best to like continue making art and music and everything while I'm in here. I play a lot of music. I'm still working on musicals. I have a commission with the Kennedy Center, and
Ooh.
I'm writing music and lyrics for a musical called get this, The Mortification of Fovea Munson. So I am writing music and lyrics for that musical. It's about a 13-year-old girl whose parents own a cadaver lab. And of course, like any shows that I have, there's always magic in them. So she basically like walked into the cadaver lab and 3 disembodied heads start talking to her.
That's so great.
it follows the adventures of that. And then I'm writing a musical called The Lamplighter with Sarah Porkalab and Kirsten Delore Helen, Kiki, best friend Kiki. And yeah, so we're working on that as well. So just trying to stay creative and play music every day at any chance I can get to play music. So yeah.
Nice. That's super awesome. Are you going to be hanging out with Bart Scher at the Lincoln Center?
Should I? Yes.
I don't know. Did you ever work with him when he was running Intamon for a while?
I saw his. I grew up, watching. Grew up like I saw a lot of his work.
Yeah.
While he was here, and I didn't get to see Light in the Piazza when it was here, which was a bummer. But I saw a lot of his work, and yeah. I never met him. Wish I could have worked with him. That would have been cool.
Yeah, he's pretty good artist. I will say everything he did here is so different than the musicals he does now. And it's interesting when people can cross genres that way. And I know it's theater is sort of theater, but theater and straight plays that are mostly dramas are completely different than I think pop musicals. And he's pulled off both well. Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of like found this like amazing niche of like kind of reinvigorating these classical, like old, like golden age musicals, which I think is incredible.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you've been busy.
Yeah.
We were talking before the show. One of the reasons to have you on is because this week you, me, and Joel are supposed to be in a dark theater working 15-hour days. And that's not happening now. So
no, it's been happening all week.
Yeah. It is good to see your face, though. We were going to be working on Lydia and the Troll, right? And today would have been first preview.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that would have been magical. It will be magical eventually. When
it will.
It happens, but yeah. And that was, I mean, like I super appreciate Braden and everybody at the Rep. They were kind of like, they were preparing for the worst, but like holding on to hope. And I think all of us kind of knew that there was no way it was happening. So by the time we finally got the call saying it's not happening, none of us were really surprised. But everyone there is still super committed to making it happen eventually. So
yeah, we're all super pumped.
Happen very soon. Yeah,
for sure. Normally during this process, like it's a newer musical, so you'd be probably rewriting things and working on things. Are you doing that at all by yourself, or no, you're too busy with the other projects and you're just kind
of... Yeah, I've kept busy with the other projects. While we were toward the beginning of March, when it became clear that people started, shutting things down and quarantining started to happen, I did go through the script then. Because I was kind of obsessed with I was kind of having trouble letting go because knowing the fact that it would probably be canceled, I just didn't want to let go of it yet. So I worked on it for a whole week, and then delivered one more draft. And I'm like, if rehearsal happens, here is a new draft for it.
Nice.
So there's some, it's great because there's some, because of that process, new stuff and new songs that some of the actors haven't even heard yet. So, yeah.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I don't think people know how often things are changing in new musicals all the way up to opening. And then sometimes when you remount it.
Yeah. No.
But you're going to keep it going, at least some iteration. It was supposed to open officially on May 13th. And instead of doing a show, you're going to take over Seattle Rep's YouTube channel. Is this right? Something like that?
Yes. Seattle Rep's YouTube channel. And I'm going to be going live from my apartment, probably my living room. This is the bedroom. Welcome to my bedroom. But I'll probably be in the living room. And the plan is I'm just going to share a handful of songs from the show, and then give a little bit of like maybe a sneak peek into some of the plot points, just so people have a taste of like what could have been.
Right.
Yeah. But I talked to my chief collaborator and director, Amina Kaplan, and I mentioned to her that I was doing this, and then I kind of wanted to reveal some plot points, and she's like, "Yeah, reveal what you want to reveal, but just don't tell anyone how we're gonna do it, because that's gonna be like the fun thing when it finally arrives, whenever in whatever season in the future at the rep. We just want to make sure that people still come in with some mystery about how we're going to make all this magic happen."
That's so funny you bring that up. I wasn't thinking of mentioning all that stuff, but Joel and I are more on the tech side, and all of a sudden, like everything that I knew that we were planning flooded into my brain, and now I just want to tell everybody.
Absolutely, yeah.
I know, it's like it was like this borderline irresistible urge of going.
Yeah.
Here's a secret.
And I'm really glad that Amina told me about that, because I probably would have done that. I probably would have been in my living room concert and being like, and you know what? We're going to do this with blah, blah, blah. And we hired a expert in blah, blah, blah to help us create the blah, blahs. And it's going to be blah.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, don't give away the magic. Amina's right.
Yeah.
So you can check that out, Seattle Reps YouTube channel, on Wednesday, May 13th at 5?
At 5 p.m. Yeah.
Great. Well, that's cool. And that's going to be Lydia and the Troll. But the musical that we did before, Lizard Boy, you're also going to perform some songs from that. Is that right? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Yes. Yeah. So tomorrow, we're doing Best Friend Kiki, Kirsten Diller Helen. Kiki and I are going live from the very same living room. Kiki is my quarantine friend. We only see our partners, our roommates, and each other. And so we're safe and sanitary about how we interact with each other and the world. We still believe in social distancing. I always have to say that, just because when I say she's my quarantine friend, sometimes people are like,
Yeah.
So, but she and I will be going live from my living room and just doing a little concert for San Diego's Diversionary Theater, which was Lizard Boy's second home after Seattle Rep.
Right.
So we're going to sing a couple songs from Lizard Boy and some other songs. I think we're going to sing one song from Lydia and the Troll tomorrow. And then
sneak peek.
Yeah, but it's just going to be a fun little like storyteller kind of situation, just hanging out with people, and we're going to do like some question answer stuff. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah, you are busy.
Yeah,
quarantine time.
This happens to be like, I know this happens to be the week where like I have the most stuff like this going on,
right?
Where it's like I performed for Arts Fun on Monday. I get to be here with you guys, performing tomorrow, performing on Wednesday, and then I will sleep or something.
Yeah, sleep is important. On the 14th, you can sleep. Yeah,
exactly.
I will say, whatever you're doing well, because we're getting a lot of viewers today, live.
Oh,
viewers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we should have you on all the time.
Hey, I'm down. This is fun.
That's awesome. So with all the stuff you're doing, where can people find you on social media to keep up with you?
You can find me, a lot of my social media is just my first and last name, Justin Huertas. Because Huertas sometimes is hard for people to spell, I always just say you can search Justin Writes Musicals, and I'll come up everywhere. So yeah, Justin Writes Musicals, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I use Twitter more now because because I'm in quarantine, and for some reason that means I tweet more.
That's how it goes.
And YouTube as well. I'm on YouTube. Yeah. And I have a Patreon. Nice. I have a Patreon as well. Patreon.com/Justin Huertas, which is basically like a look into behind the scenes of how I write musicals and songs and everything. So I'll release like really raw rough demos. I'll release song videos like ahead of time before I release them to the public and stuff like that.
That's super cool. I know, Mason, you had been looking into Patreon, right?
Yeah, I think Patreon's great. Mandy's using it for the goat ranch too.
Oh, nice.
For the nonprofit. Yeah,
Oh,
Patreon's cool.
awesome.
Mandy is Mason's
become
sister.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's become my like one reliable source of steady income right now.
Yeah.
That's
so
important.
yeah, so it's been really I've been much more active on it, obviously, like in the past 2 months than I have been since before. So
Right.
yeah.
And you've got a base of fans already that helps. I think Mason has a base of fans that would be helpful too. I think if I opened a Patreon, I'd be looking at my mom giving me money, just giving me an allowance.
Fun fact, it took like 2 years for my mom to actually become a Patreon patron for me.
Mm-hmm.
She just showed up on my notifications and I was like, oh my God, Mom. Number 1, hi. Number 2, where have you been? Number 3, thank you for being here. And so she's like, yeah, I just keep forgetting. I just kept forgetting to do it. And so now I just remembered. And I'm like, great, good.
That's
Thanks,
hilarious.
Mom.
I had a similar conversation with my mom. Hey, Mom, I put out a new record. It went up for sale online. Aren't you going to buy it? Well, why would I buy it? I'll just get one from you next time I see you.
Yep.
You'll just give me one because I'm your mother. I was like, okay. Thanks for the support.
She wasn't wrong.
I bought your albums, Mason.
Thank you for your patronage.
Yeah.
Wylaford.
I didn't know until recently that there was 3. I knew there was 2. I had bought one.
Well, one's an EP.
I missed it.
Yeah, one's only 5 songs.
Yeah.
Did you do a download only one? At some point?
No.
I can't remember.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Huh.
I only did one vinyl though. Only one of them was vinyl.
Yeah. I have that one.
How do you release your music? Do you release it mostly just for the stage, or does it get recorded at all, or?
I only have one album, which is Lizard Boy.
Okay.
And that's available on everything. And that's how we gained a lot of fans over the past couple of years of people just like stumbling upon Lizard Boy or being recommended by other friends and everything. And that's where a lot of my like following comes from. It's just like people who've randomly found Lizard Boy and they just want to know more about it. Like people from I did a question on my Instagram, like, hey, where are you listening to Lizard Boy from? And then there were people who popped up like Argentina, Australia, Ireland, and I'm just like, what? And I feel bad because at that time there wasn't any information about what the plot of Lizard Boy is. So people were just like listening to the album, not knowing what the hell is going on, and they were still enjoying it and still following it, which is really, really kind.
Yeah. I mean, it's a testament to the music, really, right? Like they're good songs.
Thanks. Yeah.
Didn't you just recently put out a plot breakdown?
I did.
Thing?
It was like
I was trying to
because
I couldn't figure out why. I was like, and now it totally makes sense. I was like,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was the moment when we were informed. I have a friend, Laura Nyhus in Tacoma, who's kind of like running the Lizard Boy streaming stuff and the website and everything. She's a really good friend from college, and she sent me a notification saying Lizard Boy hit 1 million streams on Spotify, and I was like, I don't know what that means, but that's amazing. And so as like a thank you, I did like a live stream concert on my birthday from my living room. And basically like it was half a concert and half me just literally telling the plot of Lizard Boy.
That's hilarious.
So I just revealed the entire plot. And then I finally wrote like a synopsis that people can actually find on the website on lizardmusical.com. So no longer a mystery because we have a lot of fans, and I feel bad that they don't know what happens in the show. So yeah.
That happens with a lot of musicals. I still don't know what Cats is about, and I've done it 3 times. I think I had the album Tommy for like 3 years before I knew what was happening.
Yeah.
That's a completely different reason, though.
Well, fair enough.
Well, actually, maybe not. I gotta think about it. Like when Cats, like the poems and stuff were written, probably similar reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
The origination of that. The musical, however, did you guys watch the movie?
No.
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It is
Is it
Cats. I can't explain, but Cats is Kiki's favorite musical. I think it's because she watched they have like a filmed version that she had on VHS, and like she watched that as a child. So it's her favorite. So as soon as she found out that there was going to be a Cats movie, like she texted me immediately and said, "We're going to watch this." And then footage started coming out, and she got more and more excited. And then the reviews started coming out saying that it was horrible, and she got more and more excited. And so we went to Cats. It was so funny because it was like the night. It was like, you know how when movies come out, usually there's like a Thursday night before that's like the premiere night, and you go to Star Wars and Avengers movies on the Thursday night before. Right. And and so we decided to do that for Cats. And it happened to be the same Thursday night that The Rise of Skywalker was coming out. So we go to the movie theater, and it is packed because of all of the Star Wars fans. And I'm a Star Wars fan. So not only are we like navigating through them in order to get to our empty theater for the premiere of Cats, but I am also covering my ears and going la 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 because people are coming out of movie theaters having seen it and talking about it, and I'm just like no. So we went and we saw it, and it was like so bad, but she had so much fun that I just by osmosis, I guess, just like had a really great time. And we knew how bad it was, but it was still just like it was an incredible experience. It was an incredible experience. And we actually brought a couple friends to see it again. And I've seen it in theaters twice.
That's awesome.
So the first time was just with Kiki, and the second time I brought Brandon Ivy, the director of Lizard Boy, and she brought her partner, Connor Netterson. And we watched it. And by that time, that was like a week or so after.
I'm surprised it was still in the theater.
Out. Yes. And yes, and it's but at that time it had gotten a reputation. So most of the crowd, you can tell, were there because they wanted to see a bad movie, which was actually also an incredible experience because it felt like you were going to this like late night like Rocky Horror cult kind of thing where people are talking back to the screen and saying, "Why does Idris Elba look naked?" and stuff like that. It was so yeah.
That's fun. That sounds like fun. Like I would want to go.
That is the best version of seeing Cats I've heard so far.
Yeah.
My kids my kids have the same experience with Cats. And disclosure, my cat's named after cats in Cats. I have Skimble Shanks and Jenny Anydots. And Skimble's staring at me through the sliding glass door right now.
Skimble Shanks had the best number in the whole movie.
Oh,
really?
Spoiler.
So like
very important.
the first commercial comes on, and Lucy, my older daughter, she looks at it and she's like, no, I can't do it. Like, it took her 10 seconds of that commercial to say no. It's weird. It's creepy. I can't do it. It's hilarious. I still don't think she's seen it. I don't think she's seen it yet. But
that is amazing.
I'll have to share that. She'll have to watch this and see if she can like get on Kiki's sort of wavelength of acceptance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, my partner Colleen went out to go see it with a bunch of her friends, and I think they went to enjoy it, but make fun of it and have a good time. But there were people like dressed up as cats.
Oh,
And then there were like some older people that they thought might be taking the movie seriously. So they all like tampered down their comments, even though there were only like 10 other people in the theater. But that's what I think it could turn into, right? Like Rocky Horror. People are going to dress up as the cats and come and talk back to the screen. I think it'd be fun.
As the movie cats. Like that's
yeah, I have a feeling that like they're probably making a lot of money now, just like people in quarantine being curious and like deciding they want to rent cats on digital just to see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know, because if it's obviously like I don't know. I'm so curious about like how successful, if it's very successful, but like I guess how successful it is with the reputation that it has, because it has to be achieving some level of success just from curious people.
I would think, yeah, a fair amount.
Yeah.
I'm really curious. I never looked. I'm curious at how much that maybe cost to make. And then that is all, that's always the barometer for success in films, right? Like, how much, the gross versus the gross. And so, if they break even, I think they'd be pretty stoked.
Yeah.
based on the way that they got panned coming out, and like even the actors like were like, yeah, whoops. I think Idris Elba is the only person that I've not heard a peep out of. Like,
same.
What's his name? Corbin. He's been pretty upfront about it. Like, he's just like, yeah,
James Corden.
Corden.
Oh, James Corden. Yeah,
James Corden. Yeah. He's been pretty vocal, but he's a comedian, so he gets to he gets to joke about himself and stuff. So he gets a pass. But Idris, he's trying to be James Bond, so he's got to be serious.
I know.
All right. Well, first check out all of Justin's work, and then go watch Cats the movie. Everybody.
Right.
I know. I don't want to keep you
to compare it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. See good musicals, and then see the others. I don't want to keep you too long. I do have the one would you rather question. And then I want to show a video of you and Kiki playing together. Because you two are always so magical.
Yay.
Yeah. So the would you rather is would you rather a third arm or a third eye? But that eye is on your left butt cheek.
Oh man. I feel like I had to think about this because I like the amount of arms that I have right now, but I just can't. I don't like the idea of sitting on one of my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I also think like as a musician, I think now that I think about it, it might be very useful to have 3 arms. Because then, like, one of your arms can be on tambourine. So, yeah.
I thought you were going to be like complex melodies on the piano. Nope, tambourine.
No.
Tambourine.
That's so great.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Cool. Well, everybody, be sure to check out Justin's Patreon account and all his social medias. Justin writes musicals. Is this right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's Justin Huertas, Huertas. I will say, my phone wants to autocorrect it to TES. So I don't know why.
Oh, that's why that happens. Maybe.
Maybe.
I see people often, like, if there is a misspelling, it is the AS to ES kind of misspelling. So maybe it's because of our phones.
I mean, maybe. I just noticed it today when I was texting your name. I was like, no, it's AS. Thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody stay tuned for about 3 minutes. We're going to play Complicated Rhythm, where Justin and Kristen sing together on the couch. And Justin, if you hang out till after the show, I have one more thing that I wanted to try and set up that has nothing to do with this show. So, cool.
Cool.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. You can check us out again.
Thanks, Justin.
Yeah. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
You can check us out on Friday next week at 1 p.m. Pacific. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get the owner. Oh, I hit my mic. The owner of Burley Beverages on here. I'm talking to him about joining us. He said he could. I'm not sure if he can on Friday. But one of these days we'll get him, Gabe Aiello. And I'll let you know. So yeah, tune in next week, 1 p.m. Fridays. And then today at 4 p.m., you can check out Tim's live. We got some great bands. Nomi, Tim Porbay, Shayna Shepherd. It'll be fun. Okay, here's Kristen and Kiki singing Complicated Rhythm. Thanks, everybody.
Justin,
Are you ready?
Don't look for a lover when you only need a friend. The furrows in your eyes are evident, you don't pretend. Like an actor out on stage, you don't need an invitation. Your heart's a bombardier with a personal invasion.
Oh my god.
We needed to mess up on that other song. So we kind of did.
Exactly.